All right. Hi, guys. This is Daily Wish here. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. And thank you so much for coming back here again. So, in my last video, we have discussed about SATS, which is a state akin to sleep, precisely what it means. It is a meditative state or a self hypnotic state just before you go off to sleep. And in this semi conscious state where you will envision what you desire, it is definitely and automatically is going to come true in your 3D. So we are going to discuss more about how it works and how this whole state akin to sleep is going to work through your sleeping state, and how it is going to help you in getting your manifestation by being in that state. So today we are going to discuss and decode the whole mystery behind this entire topic by knowing that there are certain brain waves which are basically the gateway to the subconscious. So as we have discussed about SATs, so in this state, rather I should say, at this stage it's important to understand how specific brain waves come into play. This is the main point, and this is, it is going to become more technical, but somehow it is going to help you in understanding the whole concept of this SATs. Along with that, how it is going to help you through the power of your subconscious mind. Okay, so the brain waves in your mind have basically five states. One is gamma, then second one is your beta, alpha, theta, and delta. These are the five different brain waves which are absolutely working in your brain, through your body. And SATS is primarily the theta state. Basically it is the fourth state wherein it is let's quickly break down of what each state means, and then you'll understand how it works in your SATs. So in gamma brain waves, higher mental activity including your perception, problem solving, and consciousness, this is what is related with gamma brain waves. So it is basically a kind of frequency which works for your higher mental activity, and it which includes your perception, your power of perceiving things, your problem solving techniques, and problem solving state of mind, and your consciousness, how well you are aware with your consciousness, right? And then second one is your beta waves. So in this brain wave, active busy thinking, active processing, active concentration, arousal, and cognition, these all things fall under this category of brain waves. And the third one is alpha, which is a very calm and relaxed state. And rather, even if you are in calm and relaxed state, however, you are still in your alert state. So this is basically you are calming your mind, but you are very well aware of everything which is happening around you. Okay, then comes your theta brainwaves. Here you are in the deep meditative relaxed state. Okay, you are in the deep meditation, you are feeling relaxation. And REM, which is the most it is a sleep where we are most interested in, it starts working. Okay, what is REM? REM is basically rapid eye movement. So during REM sleep, your eyes move around rapidly and in a range of directions, but don't send any visual information to your brain. So you need to understand why it is so much important, and why it is having such a big space in this sleep cycle. So this is why REM is important. This is why these states of brain waves are also important. So moving on to the last state, which is the delta state. Here you are deep dreamless, and you are in the sleep wherein you have achieved a deep dreamless state, and it is basically loss of your body awareness. So I hope all these five different brain waves are clear to you. So now let's move into the interesting part, which is how to easily tap into the subconscious mind. So to easily tap into the subconscious mind, you get in the SATs, which is state akin to sleep, which is the theta brainwave state. Okay, and what is theta brainwave state? Again, it is the deep meditative relaxed state wherein you are in REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. Okay, Here you can visualize your desires and then create a path towards eventually achieving them, which is living in the end and having the feeling of living in the end by visualizing your desire to be fulfilled. As Neville says, feeling is the secret. So once you feel what it would feel like to have your desires in your life, then you are doing it correctly. That definitely what you are looking for here is, whenever you are visualizing anything, the scene behind the feeling behind the scene needs to be considered. If you do have the feeling of fulfillment, contentment and happiness, of course this entire scene would create a meaning, and it is going to drop a seed and impress your subconscious mind. Okay, so don't second guess yourself and ask yourself if you have messed up while you visualizing, because that defeats the purpose of this technique. Just assume that your desire is already a fact, but in this dimension higher than your 3D, you are experiencing it now. Okay, so I hope this is quite clear. Now we are moving to the next important part. I am pretty much sure by this you are absolutely aware of law of assumption, but those who are new to this channel and those who are new to this concept, I'm just going to repeat one more time in a very short, crisp manner. So what is law of assumption? In Neville Goddard's lecture, you have probably heard him mentioning, the law or the law of assumption. So this principle appears throughout, all the Neville Goddard books, and it is one of the cornerstones of his entire philosophy. So you need to understand why he is emphasizing so much on this law. Okay, he teaches that the way to create anything your desire is simply to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It's as simple as that. Okay, nothing exists outside of your own consciousness, and your entire experience of the world is nothing but the reflection. However, it is not as simple as just following a DIY guide or achieving it on your own, but you need to understand how the law of consciousness and the law of assumption comes into play, and then use them, forge a path towards achieving your greatest desire. So basically, how it works, and the entire thing behind this law of assumption is simply that you need to understand everything is related with the feeling, and feeling is the secret, and whatever you are assuming, it is been assumed by you so many times along with the feeling by living in the end, that it hardens into a fact, and that belief system, that new belief system is going to manifest your desire in the same way as you have imagined it, right? So how does it work? The law of assumption work by any chance, just in case if by any chance you are even remotely familiar with the Neville Goddard's teaching, then you would know and you would understand your life is a representation of where your consciousness currently stands. It's very simple. However, you need to understand the deep meaning behind it. To change everything in your life, therefore, you have to change the beliefs and assumption you hold about it. All right. The more you are clear on this concept, the more it is easier for you to understand and to manifest anything very quickly, because now you know the law, now you know the formula, now you know how to apply it, and now you would get the result exactly the way you want them to be. Okay, so furthermore, many people tend to get confused when they're learning about the law of assumption, but it is as simple as that. It is so simple that everything that you experience is result of your changing and movement in the consciousness. Okay, so whatever your thoughts are, whatever you are thinking about the entire day, whatever is your dominant thought, and I wouldn't say only the dominant thought, it is the feeling behind that dominant thought that is going to create the reality in the coming future. So whatever you are experiencing right now, you must have thought about it, you must have experienced the same kind of thing over and over again, and you must have created a feeling behind that scene over and over again, and that is why those things are happening to you right now. That is how the circumstances and the current reality has been created. Okay, so Goddard explains that changing your own assumption, so if you change your assumption, if you change your beliefs, if you change your thoughts, and assuming that the presence of your desire is, as of now, is the only thing that will bring you about your aim or your change in circumstance. So this is it's so simple. It's like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. It's so simple that every time you're thinking about something, just be aware that these are the thoughts which are going to create your 3D. So why not assume something which is going to create something bigger for you or something more happier for you? So it's as simple as that. Okay, so what is the role of uh, in fact, everywhere, wherever you go, the law of assumption is one of the simplest law. You don't have to think about your frequency, your vibration, your this or that, as they say in law of attraction. However, if you go into if you dig deep, then even the law of attraction says the same thing. It is not different from law of assumption. There it says that match the frequency of your desired wish, and you are going to achieve that because you are matching the frequency of that desire. Here in law of assumption, it says live in your end, which is again, feel the feeling of living in the end, and you are going to achieve what you have desired. So it's one and the same thing, stated in a different way or stated in different language. However, I am assuming that it is absolutely same. It is no different at all. So whatever you are doing right now, whatever you are learning right now, you need to understand the both the principles are just stating that you can always achieve any aim that you set for yourself, and so long as you assume the feeling of the state of being or the vibration of your aim, you are going to achieve it. It is as simple as that. Or in other words, you can say, the law of assumption is a principle you can enact to help you work directly with the corresponding law of vibration or attraction. It is a little complicated, but I mean, why go down the road wherein you are feeling a little bit of complication in understanding the law? It is simple, just be in the state of your wish fulfilled, and you are going to get what you are looking for. All right, so yes, this is what today's video is. I hope you liked today's video, and I hope you got the idea behind why sat is working all the time, and why this simple method of being in that drowsy state by visualizing by and at that state, by visualizing your desire in the wish fulfilled, you are going to achieve whatever you are looking for as your desire. And that's it. It is as simple as that. And how it works, we have just talked about 5 different brain waves. So every time you are looking for something as logic behind your whole concept of sats, this is what is going to help you in scientific manner. So yes, that's all about today's video. I hope you liked today's video. In case if you did, do not forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. I am going to make few videos on not one of the, like, couple of best exercises which I have come across, and while reading some of the books. So just stay tuned, and if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing, because on this channel we are just decoding the whole Neville Goddard's teaching step by step, and you are going to understand the law in a much better way. Plus you are going to learn more and more about different techniques and exercises given by Neville Goddard, which are quite effective in getting your manifestation as soon as possible. So yeah, that's it. I'll be meeting you very, very soon in the next video. Until then, please do take care of yourself, and happy manifesting.